Why UK builders go broke even when they're fully booked. If you're a builder in the UK and you are stacked busy, but at the end of every single month, you're just like, where's all my cash? This video is for you. Now, my name's David. I'm from the QS guys. As you can tell, I've got a Kiwi accent. I ran a building company in New Zealand for 8 years. I've been living in the UK for the last 5 years, pricing projects, working with builders, working with contractors and developers. Now, our job is to help them do the pre-construction process iron tight, beat their competitors, get detailed breakdowns, and ultimately get prices back quicker and in more details than their competition. So, a lot of builders that we talk to are struggling at the moment, and there's no joke about it. The economy is tough. Everything is expensive. Day rates for guys are going through the roof. Plumbers in London are charging £400 a day. Everyone wants money. I want money. You want money. Here's how we can combat it. So, there was a builder that was fully booked for 52 weeks. He earned less than minimum wage. 3-man team, fully booked all year. Turnover, £280,000. By the time he took away his subs, materials, labor, he was left with £18,000. You're better off working a job for that, okay? Turnover is vanity, profit is sanity. So you want to get in this habit of trying to run a lean business. You want to be charging as much as you can to the client with as much trust, detail, and information, and you want to keep your overheads as low as you can. Now, that's easier said than done, but I've always said when I was running a maintenance business, quick cash flow, high margin, low competition. Whatever niche you're in, you want to be finding a way to niche down within your area. If you're just doing loft conversions, how can you be the best loft conversion person in your area? Or if you're sick of doing new builds, how can you do a niche part of the new build? Just do cladding install, just do internal decorative walls, just do fit outs. How can you beat your competition and provide more value and charge more money? So that's the actual game, okay? So what sounds impressive is big jobs, always busy, high invoice values. At the end of the day, what's your profit? What's left in the bank? Doesn't matter if you turn over £1 million a year. If you're only left over with £20,000, that's shit. When I was doing maintenance, I was 50% profit margins. Not all the time, but most jobs I was creaming cash, okay? Now, I run a QS business. Our average job value is £600 to £800. We can tune that out in a day and make pretty good money. Low overheads. If I find a way to market more and do more jobs, I could do 3 or 4 of those a day at 50% margin. You as a building company owner, if you can do £100,000 jobs and spit them out quicker and be cost effective with your boys and your team, you could make £20,000 in 4 to 5 weeks. That's good cash. 400,000 turnover, 5% margin, 20k profit. 150k turnover at 25% margin, 37,000 profit. Do the maths, okay? So these are the costs that can silently eat your profit. Vehicle costs, van depreciation, repairs. Fuel. Are you charging vehicle charges to clients? If you're doing maintenance, are you charging £25 a day? Are you allowing for all the parking? Are you allowing for all the fees and the permits and the congestion zones? Tools and small plant. Every single job, even if you can get away with an additional 50, 60, 70 pounds per job. If it's an £1,000 job or a £10,000 job, how are you adding on these little costs? And clients will pay it if they can see the transparency. That's why getting a detailed QS report is fantastic, because you can't argue the costs. Are you allowing your insurance over the cost of every single year? Say if your insurance is £5,000, you do 50 jobs, 5,000 divided by 50. Are you putting that on every single job? Okay. Phone, software, books. Are you allowing for this in your P&Gs? Office expenses, 25, 50 pounds a job, depending how many jobs you're doing. Are you pricing out your quoting time, your driving time, your administration, your calls? If you're doing 10 jobs a month, how can you add an extra 2 to 3 hours per job at £50 an hour for organization? That's an extra couple of £1,000 a month for admin, okay? Now, I know it's hard because clients are going to come back and say, oh, well, the next guy's cheaper. Well, why are you going with me? And that's a completely different video, adding value. Why do you think I'm here on a Sunday making YouTube videos? I'm trying to gain your trust. If you watch enough of my content, see my Google reviews, see the knowledge that I can put out, and see our case studies, you like us, okay? Don't forget waste and skips. They're expensive. Employer payroll costs, snags and callbacks. All this shit costs money. Allow for it. Put it into your pricing. Put it into your sheets. Be efficient with your boys. Do you know your break-even rate? Add up all your monthly overheads. Divide by the billable days. That's your break-even day rate. You need to know how much it costs to go to work every single day. I've got 4 staff. I added my marketing budget, my costs, what I pay myself, and all my subscriptions. I know what my day-to-day cost is, what I need to make money. If I bill under that, My turnaround time's a lot quicker, 2 to 3 working days. Your guys might be 2 to 4 months to build up that revenue and that basis to get an extension over the line. Could take quite a bit longer. Figure out your day rate. Work out all your labor costs, all your vehicle costs, all your subscription costs. Divide that by the amount of jobs you're doing. What's your minimum day rate that you need to be selling, okay? If your day rate is below break even, you are paying to go to work. You got to make money to go to work. If you have to cut staff, you need to cut staff. If you need to charge more, you need to charge more. If you need to do more marketing, more sales, make more calls, do what you got to do. Markup and profit are not markup and margin are not the same thing. Scenario A, 20% markup, $10,000 cost, £12,000 sell. Cost is 10K, sell price is 12. Actual margin 16.7%, profit 2,000. Okay. Scenario B, £10,000 cost, £12,500 sell. Profit 2,500, require markup 25%. So markup equals profit divided by cost. Margin equals profit divided by revenue. One mass mix-up can quietly cost the builder thousands per job, okay? So make sure you understand markup and margin, okay? Marking up on those items to make money, and then what's your margin after all your overheads come out, okay? That's what you got to look at. Your biggest cost is labor, and most builders undercost it. Best wage, £16 an hour. Employer plus NI style burden lifts cost materially. Pension and holiday provision, sick pay, unproductive time, travel, supervision, downtime. You've got to be making sure that you're allowing for all of this labor. Pricing time, materials time, driving time, bullshit time, cleaning up time. However you can be more efficient on site and however you can charge more line items in your costings is super, super important. Profit on paper does not pay the bills. Buy materials, cash out early. Pay labor weekly, send invoice, cash flat. Get good payment terms, pay your materials up front, get the margin on those materials, get the money fast. Okay? Try and get deposits as quickly as you can. Hit deadlines on jobs as quickly as you can. Show the clients on a Friday afternoon. Walk around. Wall linings on. Invoice sent on the day. Get paid fast. That's what you need to do. Try and operate everything weekly if you can, or fortnightly if you're on bigger payment terms. Operate as fast as you can. Your job is to get cash in, make money, move, buy more jobs, okay? If there's variations, get those on charge up. Get those paid within 5 working days. If you open up some floor joists or some walls, rotting timber, quote it on the day, say, hey, we need 50% of an additional £2,500 paid today. We're going to be finished in 2 days, and then I need the final 50% done, and then you got another payment. Charge for variations. Variations are not free. You need to charge for those, okay? Clients pay for that shit. Get a deposit up front, ask. You'll be surprised. Once when I was chasing cash when I first started my quantity surveying business, 1 month I was owed $42,000. I was only doing $70,000 a month. And then I just put on my quotes and invoices, 80% paid up front. 90% of people just paid straight away, all the time, full bill up front. Just changed it and asked for it and just told them, if you want my service, this is what it costs. And I was making so much video content, I was seeing everywhere. People were like, shit, this guy's real. We need to pay him fast. That's what you need to do with your business too. When a client inquires, get back to them fast. Get a quote back fast. Be ready to start the job fast. Be professional, be fast. That's how you get paid. The industry pressure is real. UK construction firms entered insolvency in 12 months, November 2025. 3,950, okay? 17% are captured in UK insolvencies. All construction. Good and bad. Means it's a tough industry, but there's also more people going under. If you can be better at business, get paid fast, add more value, sell more stuff, shit, I might start a building company in the UK just to show everyone how to do it. I did it once, I'll do it again. You can fix this. Here's where to start. Calculate that break-even day rate today. Get on the phone. Go on your calculator. Figure out your costs. Go to zero. Download your last 3 months worth of expenses. Find out what they are. Figure out what you can cut and how much money you need to make. Audit your last 3 jobs. How much money did you make? Strip out every cost. What was really left in your pocket? What were you paying yourself a week? How many costs went out for skip bins? What went out for power? What went out for fuel? Figure that shit out. Chuck it into ChatGPT or Claude. It will do it all for you. Stop quoting markup as if it was margin. 20% markup is not 20% margin. Know what you're charging. Build a 12-month overhead budget. Give yourself some leeway. I could sit right now and I've got a timeline in my head. I know I'm sweet. No work comes in. We're all good. Get proper pricing support on bigger jobs. Hit me up. Drop me an email. Hit me a link here. Or go on davidbaker.online on my Instagram. Drop me a DM. I'll get back to you fast. Okay? Our job is to get you the best deal up front. Typically, we overprice by 15 to 20%. You'd rather be up and have to negotiate, come down, rather than sign that bit of paper and have to ask for more money halfway through. Why builders use the QS guys? Most builders don't have the time to price bigger jobs properly. That's our job. You pay us a fee to do it, but I'll also help you get paid to do it. I'll help you go through the process to charge a client a small fee to get a feasibility report. Once they come back and say they're happy, boom, charge them a full shebang, come back, we'll do the BOQ. Guessing costs money every single time. Know your numbers, know your facts, allow for contingency, allow for extras, that's it. Better pricing protects margin, cash flow, and sanity. Know your numbers before you quote. Win the right work at the right price. Have so many inbound leads coming in that if you lose jobs, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? You got so many inquiries coming in, doesn't matter if you lose that job for Jack and Jill. You got old Rob and Sharon down the road, ready to go, loaded up. This might be the most important mass in your business, okay? Busy is not the same as profitable. I used to be a fucking fool at this shit. Now I've got 2 VAs, 3 staff doing all my stuff. Now I do high value stuff. Sales calls, brand, promote. My job is to get 100,000 followers on IG, grow this YouTube, be well known everywhere, and get results. Get Google reviews. Get people saying good things about you. That's what you need. Turnover is not the win. Profit is the win. That's all that matters. Price is the business, not just the job. If you're a builder, you're looking to scale, you're sick of making money, hit me up. This is what we do. We help guys price jobs quicker, make more money.